Most people get into self-help because they feel like there's something wrong with themselves. They believe that self-help can fix them and make them happy. Although self-help can be very helpful, going in with that mindset that there is something wrong with you is dangerous. No matter how much you change, you might still be unhappy with who you are if you enter the self-help world with that mindset. This is where self-acceptance comes in. Self-acceptance is when you completely accept who you are and love yourself despite your flaws. This doesn't mean you embrace your unhealthy and harmful actions. You simply acknowledge that it is a part of you. This also doesn't mean you shouldn't try to improve yourself and improve on some of your flaws. When you accept who you are, it's a lot easier to improve yourself and fix your flaws. The opposite of self-acceptance is self-hate, and when you don't like who you are hard on yourself and criticize yourself a lot. Think about how hard it would be to improve yourself and fix your flaws if you don't like who you are. You wouldn't be too happy, which would make the process more difficult. You would constantly overthink and be hard on yourself for everything you are trying to do in order to change. Even if you manage to improve yourself and fix that flaw, you still might not be happy, and you will move on to another flaw you would want to fix and repeat the cycle. Now think about the same situation, but this time you love yourself and accept who you are. You still try to fix your flaws, but this time you won't beat yourself up over small things when you are trying to change. You know it will take time to change, and you work on yourself slowly but surely. You'll generally be happy during the journey, and you'll still love and accept who you are even if you might fail to change that flaw. When you accept who you are, you'll be happier and it will be easier for you to improve yourself. So how can we accept ourselves for who we are? It's easy for everyone to accept the good parts of themselves, but it's a different story when it comes to the bad parts. We all have parts of ourselves that we don't like and we don't want to accept. Some of them can be changed, while others can't. In order to deal with the parts they don't like, people usually either try to deny it or believe that they will be happier and love themselves more once they fix that flaw. In the previous part of the video, I explained how trying to improve yourself with that mindset doesn't work. You won't be happy and love yourself when you try to improve that mindset. As for denial, it completely stops you from moving forward. How can you even try to fix something that doesn't exist in your eyes? Some people look at acceptance as a weakness or a form of giving in. People do things to deny the truth because they don't want to see the truth. This type of denial can hurt you a lot because deep down, you might know that you have those flaws that you need to fix. It also causes you to lash out and lose control of your emotions. Think about the last time you said something mean to someone. You probably weren't happy with yourself when you did that. The only way to move forward is to stop denying the truth and accept reality. Accept who you are, from your strengths to your flaws. Here are 3 more exercises you can do to improve your self-acceptance. 1. Let go of rating yourself. It's near impossible to stop comparing yourself to others, but you can learn to let go of rating yourself. Rating yourself is when you have thoughts like, I am better/worse at this than them. Notice how you feel when you rate yourself. If those thoughts are causing you pain, you'll eventually learn to catch yourself when you have those thoughts and let go. This can help you accept yourself more because many of your negative perceptions of yourself might come from comparing yourselves to other people. You will get a better understanding of who you are when you focus on yourself instead of how you compare to others. 2. Catch yourself when you have a repetitive thought that makes you feel worse. When that happens, ask yourself if what you're thinking is true at the moment. Work through that question in your head until you arrive at the truth. Once you arrive at the truth, shift your perception to support how you would like to feel. Reword that thought in your head into something more positive and know that you will change. By catching yourself when you have certain repetitive negative thoughts, you can reword them to accept that they are a part of you and that you will work on changing them. Be sure to actually put in the work to change it though, otherwise nothing will change. 3. Talk to someone. Sometimes you might be so in your head that it might be hard to see things clearly. Talk to a friend or family member about what you're going through, and they might be able to help you figure out yourself better. I would also recommend getting CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy if things are bad. One of the main points of CBT is learning to question your emotions, and CBT treatment involves efforts to change thinking patterns. The psychologist and client will work in a collaborative fashion to figure out the problem and develop a solution for it. CBT can help you move forward and develop better ways of coping with life. Do you accept yourself for who you are? Leave a comment below and check the video on learning to love yourself, so you can learn how to better accept who you are